Hi all, welcome to another Should I Fly It? So today I'm going to look at something a little bit different. I've been accused of taking the easy way out on some of the Should I Fly It's, just doing the popular meta lists. So today I thought I'd talk about something a little bit different. So we're going to have a look at Miranda Doni. This list isn't exactly a typical Miranda list. It does some interesting things, really plays into her ability, and generally just has this good supporting cast for her to try and get the most out of that ability. So we'll go through it first. Obviously, Miranda is a pilot skill 8 K-Wing, so 2 attack turret, 1 agility, 5 hull, 4 shields, 29 points, has a stacked upgrade bar and a good action bar with the advanced slam, target lock and focus action. So on her we have Autoblaster turret, which is more of a I had points left over type of deal. I wasn't overly bothered about putting the turret on her, but might as well if any high agility ships drop in, you can do quite a good job. It's a dog going upstairs. I'm sure you can pick that up. Awesome. So if a fell or something drops into range, you can potentially get a 4 dice Autoblaster turret shot at them with modifiers, hopefully. The other upgrades of note would be the advanced Proton torpedoes and the advanced homing missile, both supported by extra munitions and guidance chips. So advanced protons is a 5 dice attack at range 1. Homing missile is a 4 dice attack range 2 to 3, doesn't spend a target lock. So it has some good synergies with her attack, but basically you can throw 7 red dice with the advanced proton by spending a shield from Miranda's ability and getting Jan to pump her up as well. Or you can get a 6 dice homing missile attack where we can't spend evade tokens. So pretty devastating volley from her, especially with the advanced protons built in, converting 3 blanks to eyeballs and guidance chips on top of that. You'd be very unlikely not to get the 7 hits you need, or want I should say. It's good, it's reliable damage. I mean, I used advanced protons with Guri, and I always used to get the 5 hits, and I can't see 7 being too far off the mark. Obviously that goes on to the support of Jan. Jan's just got the dorsal turret to keep her useful, crack shot to aid in that as well, and then Kanan because she's going to be stressing herself to buff Miranda, and the dial is already pretty bad, so you want to buff that up as much as you can by letting her remove that stress with a wider range of moves. It more than doubles the stress removal on that dial. Then the final piece of the puzzle is Airen Cracken, and he is just 20 points of support for this list. Has crack shot just because, but his main function is to shoot before Miranda to give her an action to get the fully modified shot. I'll come on to it in a moment, but there are other tricks you can do with Airen and the shooting order, but should be interesting. So I will throw it over to the other screen, and again, one of the criticisms we had was for Should I Fly It's try and do a little bit more in depth, and the original idea behind them is to keep them brief, so I don't want to go too deep. I want to keep them around the 6 to 12 minute marks. But there we go, going into a Dengaroo list, just something that's in the meta at the moment. I've done what I think is a relatively easy style of asteroid placement to aim for. You get one tightish group and then one swung off to give you a big open field. And the way I did this deployment was for Manaroo, you want to be pointing away from where you think the battle is going to happen, and I always prefer pointing in the direction where I can swoop and then come back if I need to. So that gives the most escape options to not have to engage facing this way. Then, having seen where Mannery went, I've deployed in the opposite corner to give myself the options for approaching into this area of the table, or coming straight down if Dengar goes into this part of the table as well. So obviously Dengar will go after, and he's chosen, I just threw him down on this bit here, just because, I mean, going here would have been valid as well. There's not really an approach this way, but maybe at an angle here. But I think that's a relatively believable scenario for a deployment, and should just let me go through the options here. So, knowing what we do, we want Manaroo's move is going to be just a nice gentle one forwards, because she's obviously going to stack everything to pass to Dengar. Now we know where Dengar is going to be coming here, so all three of us are going to bank straight at him, and we're going to joust Dengar, because that's a really, really good thing to do. We all know how awesome jousting Dengar can be. And Dengar's probably being relatively cagey as well, with 2 forwards. Now, from here, obviously Miranda couldn't get any locks, there's no shots this turn, but you can already see that the entire list is going to go at Dengar, which is again a likely thing, because people are going to want to try to take on your entire list with just Dengar. So I could see a 2 sweep from Manaroo next turn, but that's going to line you up perfectly for either the homing missile or the torpedoes. And yeah, it's likely he'll pop countermeasures, so you just fire first with Kraken, and then you get your target lock again. So one of the things that you can do with the list is you could replace Chewie with a recon specialist. It's always an option, as then you've got a double stacked focus, so that you can then do your fully modified shots and things like that. But yeah, if you take the target lock, if Dengar has got countermeasures, you take the focus action and then you shoot with Kraken to establish the lock. If he doesn't have countermeasures or has already spent it, you can do it in either order, but that's another way of doing it. The other thing that you can do with this list is if you feel like you're in a bad position, so it's going to be a 3 bank, and these guys are doing the 1. So I'm just throwing them into a relatively likely position. She would have done the swoop, because she doesn't want to be anywhere near this fight. Where are you? There we go. Yeah. So there you go, it's a relatively believable position for everyone. Keeps Dengar well outside of everything. Oh god. A little bit rusty with Vassal, sorry guys. So Miranda would have taken the focus. Jan takes a focus as well, not it's really going to be relevant. Airen takes his focus. So from this position, so we're going to have this over here. Dengar's got a couple of options. He can either establish a target lock straight away or barrel roll into range 1. Neither one of them is a good option really, but obviously we're going to go for barrel roll. and it's going to be right as far forward as possible. And now it puts Miranda in arc. Yeah, so Miranda in arc at range 1. So now Dengar's got the awkward choice of, do you try and kill Kraken to prevent the target lock coming in? So if you can, you're going to save yourself a lot of hassle. Let's see if I can, I might as well see if I can do it this way. I should be able to add this window in. I'm just going to capture another window for you all. Not that one. Dice, yeah. Okay, there we go. So it should give us a good simulation now of how we're going to try and do this. So Dengar would obviously roll in a 4 dice primary. It's got Lone Wolf to reroll that one. And then it'll spend his focus. Oh no, that's wrong. And Kraken rolls 2. Spends his focus, takes the damage. It's fine, it's got shield and hull left. So that's probably the play. Obviously Dengar then gets shot by Kraken. It'll keep the focus because of the R4 just churning it over. So, oh, it's the wrong one. So Kraken will be doing a 2 dice attack, which is going to be evaded more than likely. Yep, don't really care, because this is what a Dangaroo does. But more importantly, after the attack, Miranda gets a target lock. So Dengar's probably going to shoot back at Kraken again. And so Kraken's probably dead. We'll say Kraken dies, you know, just because. The crit probably kills him, maybe. Dengar doesn't have pain bot because he kept the focus in this instance. So then we get Miranda's attack. So we'll go with advanced protons. And I don't have enough space. Oh, it doesn't even fit. That's how big of an attack this is. It doesn't even fit on the screen. So I'm having fun, I don't mind. Set to focus. Set to focus. And then spend the focus. Let's roll our 2 dice. Re-rolling. Spends the focus again. So 1, 2, 3, 4 hits and 2 crits get through on Dengar from 1 attack. It's pretty nippy, you know. I don't think he's going to want to eat too many of those. The other option I did want to talk about, so that's that demonstration done. Don't really need to show it anymore. I think you get the idea. Is if you get into a position like this, I don't know, we'll just pretend you can fire with Miranda first. Then when Kraken fires, Miranda gets to do an action, and she can then do the advanced swam, do the swam action. Get the weapon disabling token, which is removed at the end of the phase. So it gives Miranda a lot of options for repositioning in this list. I like it. As you can hopefully tell, she piles out a good amount of damage. That's probably annoying people more than it should. Gives you lots of options. Jan's very much a support piece. Airen's going to go down quickly, but isn't really that important. It's just there to provide the function for the list. But yeah, as you can see from that kind of thing, it's not too hard to set up a massive opening volley, and if they don't shoot at Kraken and kill him before he can fire, Miranda's ability will go off. The K-Wing with 9 hit points is pretty hard to one-shot, especially when you've got Chewie on there, which is why I went this route. The other advantage to Chewie as well is that you almost always have that shield to spend aggressively on Miranda's ability, because even if they take you to 0 shields, you can get the damage card, throw it away, and get that shield back. So it really helps in the function of this list, getting that massive dice roll. Yeah, let me know what you think. Hopefully this is interesting enough and different enough for people that I'm not just stealing ideas from a meta. I think it's good fun. It's got a lot of scope against Dengar, as you can hopefully see from that example. It also does okay against pulp aces. You've got a rugged ship that they won't be able to deal with in one shot really, and you can quite easily choose a target. If you can't catch Fel in an arc, for example, you can quite easily focus down the shuttle with crack shot and with dorsal turrets. That's a good point. Kraken could have crack shotted away Dengar's evade as well. So there you go. I think it's pretty good. Coming in all at 8s gives you a lot of versatility. As I said, you can do some funky stuff with Kraken's action passing and things like that. Jan can just keep churning out that extra damage, and even once the ordnance is gone, she's no joke, just buffing up. Kraken's attack to be meaningful, so you can get a 3 or 4 dice range 1 attack with Kraken, and then a 4 dice attack from Miranda as well. So it gives you this good spread of abilities. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Give the list a try. I'll try and get it on the table at some point and maybe have some battle reports. And there we go. Just wanted to talk about a couple of things as well. I think, as you can see, I'm back in the main computer now, so that was fortunately not too expensive to fix, and Jill just went to Memory Express and bought me the parts I needed. So thanks, Jill, love you. Thanks for everyone who's helped support the channel through that. What I should make more clear, that obviously I don't actually pay myself a wage from Dice 8. I do all of this just to be creating the content. Any money that does go into it goes back into a company, so I'm not really trying to gauge money off people. I always worry about putting across that that feeling. So thanks for everyone who has helped out here and there. Hopefully you're enjoying the improvements in the quality of the videos and stuff like that, and I'll see you again soon.